was lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa.
Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Carbonite here. We're going to be talking all about basically my plan about how I'm going to change my life. So I know this is something that's normally set up as like a New Year's resolution thing or like the end of the year thing, but I'm at this place in my life where I'm just like over it and I need something different. So yeah, we're gonna do that now because F the rules. I wrote down some rules about what I want to do for my life going forward and how I'm gonna basically plan on changing my life. And basically I want this YouTube channel to kind of document that. So I'm gonna post more videos all about what I'm doing, like the process I'm going through, and basically following these rules and how I implement them and seeing if it actually changes. So if that's something that interests you, please subscribe, like this video, and yeah, there will be way more coming. I feel like the first thing that I want to change or thing that I want to implement in my life is just to make healthier habits all around. I just want my life to have more structure to it. That way I'm able to get everything done that I want to and be able to succeed in everything that I want to succeed in. So I think the structure really provides, you know, a good balance for that. But the easiest way I feel like is through developing healthier habits. I'm reading this book right now called The Power of Habits, and it's all about developing healthier habits for your life and how that there's an entirely different part of your brain that works for you than like normally when you're actively thinking about something, so that you're able to develop a better habit. So I want to use that as an advantage and just take the extra guesswork out of that for me and just develop those things to naturally stick, to naturally be a part of my everyday life, so I don't have to like try to think about them or try to worry about them. I know that I'm just naturally gonna do them because it's a habit now. One of the main habits that I really want to implement into my life is I want to make a scheduled morning and night routine. I have a big problem waking up early in the morning and I have a big problem with staying up very late at night. So in order to fix both of those issues as a part of changing our lives, you know, so we can be more productive, you know, become that girl, aka I feel like waking up early is just better. I noticed that, maybe not for everybody, like I'm naturally a night owl, but I do notice that when I wake up in the morning, I do get way more done. I feel like my day is way longer. I feel like I have way more opportunities to take advantage, you know, of the day, seize the day. I think that developing that habit really helped with that. So I want to make a structured morning routine and a structured night routine. I was watching this YouTuber, can't remember her name right now. I'll put it on the screen if I remember, but she basically says that she makes like 3 different versions of her morning and night routine, like a high energy routine, a medium energy, and a low energy. And I think that's really good because it gives like a realistic standpoint to this morning and night routines, because obviously everybody doesn't do everything that they're doing in like YouTube videos, for instance, for a good morning and night routine. So I feel like if I structure that out, like if I work all day, like no way am I doing this 7-step night routine, you know? So, but you know, if I can simplify it and be like, these are the main things, like I have to take a shower, I have to wash my face, I have to brush my teeth, and then go to sleep. I think that it'll like trigger my brain into making me go to sleep easier, and therefore waking up easier, and therefore proceeding with my day easier. So basically the next thing I'm gonna really work on is health, which health is a very broad term. What qualifies as healthy or good, you know, for your body or my body may be totally different. So I do want to say that I'm not trying to you know, the point isn't to be like skinnier or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of part of the point. I just want to be healthier overall. I want to be stronger. I hate feeling like weak or like, you know, just your body is just naturally just exhausted from just supporting you through life. And I feel like if you're not actively working it out and making yourself stronger, it just makes it even harder to do just a regular task. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired from going up the stairs. Like, you know, I just don't want to really live like that. I want to be active. I want to be outside. I want to live out this life, you know, the best that I can. So I feel like a big part of that is just to overall just be healthier. And another part of the being healthier is eating better. You know, less fast foods, less fried foods, less junk food, all of that. And I've already started like working on that. And I do really notice a difference. Like when I go to Taco Bell, like, yes, I do really want the nacho fries, but I feel like garbage after them, especially like all the dairy. Ugh, it's just, it's no bueno, it's not good. So yeah, just trying to make that into more of a habit. Obviously, I'm not gonna stay away from it completely because that's not realistic, but I just want to make it, you know, make it make sense, make it more of a sustainable thing, and then make the going out thing like a, only we do that on a Saturday night or something like that, like a treat. It shouldn't be like a thing that you're expecting on an everyday basis type of event. So yeah, I've struggled with my mental health for a while now, to be honest. You know, that girl, she up and down, you know, she's back and forth. You know, I'm a Libra, so like whenever I'm like off balance, my whole world is destroyed, okay? She's distraught, she doesn't know what to do. If everything isn't like balanced out, I'm freaking out. And in order to do that, I want to really nurture my mental health, which for me, the main ways that I like to do that I notice have like helped me when I'm in a high anxiety or I'm feeling a little like depression is coming on. Working out and stuff, that does help, but specifically doing yoga really helps me. It's just the breathing, the relaxing, the feeling in touch with like your whole body, and then just getting out of your head for a second, like the breath work, all those things just really, you know, they just really work for me. So I want to make it more of a habit to include that into my life, as well as journaling. I've always been terrible at journaling. I know people live by journaling. I've never been the type of person that loves writing, but I mean, a journal can literally be anything. It could be a digital journal, such as me talking to myself on camera like I'm doing right now, or it could be me actually writing down my thoughts, or it could be bullet points. I just feel like it doesn't have to be like a written out script like we see in movies. It could literally just be me drawing how I'm feeling, like just getting it out of my head and onto, you know, paper. I feel like it's just very powerful. So that's just something that I really want to do, just for my mental sanity, so I don't combust. One more mental health thing that I feel like really helps me is also reading. I like reading mostly just because, and reading specifically fiction, not these non-fiction self-help books. That's not gonna help me with my anxiety. It's just gonna make me think about how much I need help and how much I need to fix my life. No, so for having a mental health day, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna read some fiction. Just like, let me get into somebody else's world. Let me get into somebody else's head, somebody else's life. And that's just really, it's something that's really like relaxing about that to me. It's basically, I think it's because I'm not thinking about myself if I'm reading a book about somebody else's situation, somebody else's life. So yeah, that's also something I feel like is really key. So yeah, more reading. I have a goal to read 50 books by the end of the year. I think I'm only at like 24, it's about to be September, so got a lot of reading to do. Going right along with that mental health journey, another main thing that I'm trying to implement is just scheduling out my life. So in order to, I think, feel less overwhelmed, even though sometimes people say calendar blocking and stuff makes them feel like really hyperventilated, like, oh, I got all this stuff to do, but it really helps. So far, I think it would really help me, because anytime I have like a list of like things I need to do, I'm like, oh, okay, like this time I'm gonna get it done, this is the day, this is the time, like, you know, she's organized, she knows what she's doing. We love that for her. So like, if I am able to do that constantly and consistently, I feel like, one, it'll really help me just to be more productive overall in my life. Two, I think it will just, like I said, really help my mental health, just because I know everything that I have to do, and I know that everything will be getting done, so I'll feel less anxious about the future, which is like the main point of anxiety. So yeah, so that's just another good habit. I think kind of everybody should do that, but I mean, do whatever works for you. You know, this is how I'm changing my life, not about how you should change yours. Maybe we'll have a follow-up video. Once I fix some things, we can, you know, go over this together. The final step is I just want to set obtainable, keyword obtainable, long-term and short-term goals. So I feel like I always make super huge, like, I've always been a dreamer, so I've always been like, oh, like, I want to be huge, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to have this whole own thing. But then I'm like standing at the bottom of that dream, like, so like, how do I get there exactly? Which goes back into the mental health thing, anxiety. So in order to basically give myself like more of a reward system and to just fuel myself to be better motivated in the things that I'm trying to do, like this YouTube channel, I want to have better long and short-term goals. So a good short-term goal for me right now would be like, I want to get to 100 subscribers. For you, that might be like, oh, that's such a tiny goal, like who cares about 100 subscribers? Like, but I do. I don't have 100 subscribers right now, so I'll be hype. I would be super hype if I, you know, when claiming it, when I reach that goal. So yeah, I just want to do more goals like that. And then as far as like long-term goals, I still think it's good to be the dreamer, good to have like a thing that you're reaching for, but I feel like it's just better to have like the little ladder steps of how we're gonna get there, you know, like just not unrealistically like, oh, I'll get there one day by just not doing anything. Like, no, sis, we're gonna set the goals so our brains are like, oh yes, we did that, and then, you know, you want to do more. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. So I think that's everything. Obviously I have a never-ending list of things that I want to make better by myself, but we're gonna take baby steps, because like we said, long-term, short-term. So these are the things I'm gonna do or implement in my life, you know, right now, and that I'm gonna be consistently working on. And like I said, I'm gonna take you guys on the journey. I already have a video that I have scheduled that ties into this, all about how I'm planning my Google Calendar. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe, please stay tuned, and yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.